Okay, so it's time to have a talk. With the new launch of Aberration, I'm just going to keep this completely unscripted as much as I possibly can, just to give you guys my complete honest review of this map. So, Aberration has just come out. It got delayed, I don't even know what, 5 times at this point. It was supposed to be out on September 4th by a legal obligation that they actually had to have it out by September 4th because we already purchased it. So, I can already see a lawsuit incoming with that. Anyways, this is probably the worst map I think I've ever seen from Arc. And look, I absolutely love Aberration. Don't get me wrong. So if you guys are completely new to all this, if you don't know, Aberration, all of these maps that are coming out have already came out on an old game called Arc Survival Evolved. This is just Arc Survival Ascended, which is basically the exact same game just on Unreal Engine 5. So we have to pay for the same game, just newer and better looking. However, that's not really true. So first, let's go over all of the steampunk stuff right here. I'm just going to kind of do a quick overview as I was just filming random stuff. Half of this stuff, I'm going to be honest, should not be in the game. Like that other new forge, tech forge, whatever that thing is, that's cool. Don't get me wrong. So just stuff like this Tesla coil, which is essentially just another turret. I mean, why do we not have votes on this kind of stuff? Especially for the PvP aspect. Because this is the kind of stuff that breaks the game. In fact, it's to the point where nobody's really playing ASA. People are on for the map launch, then they'll maybe be on for like a week or two, and then guess what? Everybody goes back to ASE. Because guess what? ASE is balanced, ASE has everything figured out, and ASE is overall a better game. And not to mention, ASE can run perfect on any platform. Any platform. Except for mobile. Don't get me wrong, that's just not really a good... Anyways. Whew. There's a lot to go on about. I'm trying to keep this as unscripted as possible. So yeah, let's get on to the graphics side of things. This map looks absolutely terrible. This is my current settings, which are on about medium, high-ish. I tried to go on to epic. Epic looks the exact same. It doesn't really look any better, honestly. And just to let you guys know, my computer can handle every single game that I've ever played, except for Arc. Except for ASA, not ASE. ASE runs fine. Anyways, ASA is the worst running game I think I've ever played. And again, just to let you guys know, I'm really trying my best to not be one-sided here. I am trying so hard, but they make it so easy. So, man, there's just so much to go over, but I'm trying to be careful how I say things. How do I go about this? Man, this is a hard video for me to make. This really is a hard video for me to make. I'm just very disappointed. I wasted an entire day yesterday waiting for an update about when this game is going to be out. Because it was supposed to be out on September 4th. And then it got to the September 5th. And then they were having issues. So, I mean, I get it. However, this is directed towards Dolly. Again, I'm not gonna be mean to you because you've always been good with us. However, you're being exactly like I forget the guy's name. It used to be the old guy that ran everything with like the communications side of things. You're not really informing us on anything about the game. You're just like, hey, we're having an issue with our console servers, right? Okay, and then it says to come and check back in like under an hour, and then we should have it fixed. 2.5 hours later, still no answer from you, and no updates about anything about where Aberration is. And then boom, out of nowhere, it just kind of comes out, and you guys do inform us on that, so I mean, thank you for that. However, it was 24 hours from the September 4th release date, and the game still was not out. And in my opinion, that is a major L, as a lot of people who were very hyped for the map completely lost all hype, including me. In fact, I was so hyped, you know, I had all these videos ready to go, and then I am extremely disappointed when this map is out. I mean, this is the most disappointing thing I think I've ever had to deal with an Arc map. So with the island, with that first map coming out, yes, that map had a couple issues, don't get me wrong, because that's your guys' first map on Unreal Engine 5, you know, that's gonna happen, right? Then we had Scorched. Scorched, I'm gonna be honest, that was a good launch. It came out on time-ish. But it came out on time, there weren't too many issues with the map, and overall, it ran pretty decent. And then we had the center. That's when things started to go a little bit downhill right there. See, on the center, it just kind of, the graphics weren't really there, and to be honest, they still aren't there. It's still missing something. And then now we have aberration. Now, aberration is just, this could have been done so well, but you guys screwed it up. I mean, and just to let you guys know, I get it. It's a new map. You guys are gonna have issues, with your little mesh holes. There's gonna be some parts of the map where the lighting doesn't work, but it's the fact that it's the entire map. The entire map's lighting is just god awful. I mean, it's horrible. Nothing looks good. Nothing looks good. So, I will be going back to ASE. I don't think I'm gonna ever be playing ASA anymore. I mean, I just don't see the point. In fact, I still have not actually truly played ASA. I mean, it's that bad. I tried to play on servers. It doesn't run well. On the PvP side of things, nothing works. It's all just terrible. So yeah, I'm going to be going back to ASE. And from now on, I will be only pretty much making ASE videos, as that's the only game that really works. And actually, I'm going to start expanding to other games, because I'm kind of getting sick of this. And I know there's other ARC YouTubers out there that I know of. I know many of them. They're all super awesome. They're all going through the same thing that I'm going through. Now, a lot of them have had to dump a good amount of money just to get a better PC just to run ARC. I don't really want to do that, because honestly, my computer runs great. It's a pretty good PC. I mean, I've dumped a good amount of money into it to run games, and this is the only game that it can't run. I mean, it's ridiculous. But yeah, all the other ARC YouTubers, I'm not going to tell them, hey, we need to boycott ARC, go back to ASE. If you want to join me, go for it. By all means. I mean, there's already a couple people that don't really play ASA. I know Bam doesn't play ASA. I don't really know anybody else, to be honest with you, but I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. But yeah, there's, and honestly, people like Bam, those are your biggest content people, right? Those people have such a name on this game. Meaning, like what, Bam, I think has like a couple 100,000 subs. Like, do you realize how many people that he can bring into any game that he wants to go to right now? And it's to the point where, what I'm trying to say, us as content creators are what make your guys' games good, usually. Of course, there's marketing too. But the people that make content are the reason why your game is going to always do well. If we stop making content, your game is going to fail. Simple as that. So what I'm trying to say is you really need to listen to us, and you need to listen to all of the people that actually play your game. Stop listening to money. Stop listening to all this other stuff. I mean, you guys are so focused on money right now, to the point where you just don't actually make a good game. I mean, with the release of the center, how you guys had the Pyro main, I mean, that's game breaking. At least for the PvP side. For PvE, it's completely fine. Anyways, for PvP, that is completely game breaking. It just destroys the entire fun of playing on any server at all. So yeah, what I'm trying to say, listen to us and stop worrying about money. I get that you guys need to fund ARC 2, which you guys should have been able to fund ARC 2 just with the release of ASE, because you guys made over what was it, like $500 million just off of sales alone, and you guys still somehow can't fund ARC 2? That doesn't really make sense to me. Anyways, there's a lot to go over. I'm trying not to just make this super one-sided about anything, but I really don't know what to do anymore about this game. I mean, I've tried to really be on your guys' side for the longest time, and you guys have finally broken me. You finally broken me with aberration. Now, I might put out a couple videos after this video does come out on aberration, just to, kind of help some people learn the map. I'm going to try my best to. But this video needs to be out there. So Wildcard, if you guys are listening, listen to us. Listen to what we have to say. Stop worrying about money and trying to hit this market value. And please, get rid of Snail Games. All that they are doing is trying to just tear this company apart. I get that you guys signed a bunch of contracts with them, you can't really just get rid of them. But they are the main reason why your game is dead. Snail Games is the reason why ARC is dead and will be dead for pretty much, honestly, forever at this point. I mean, I don't see ARC ever coming back from this. I really don't. Unless they manage to make ARC 2 one of the best games, I think ARC's done, in my opinion. So, I'm going to keep making videos on ARC for a little bit, but for the most part, this is me kind of saying my farewell to ASA. as ASA is just not a good game. It doesn't run good. It's just horrible. So, yeah, that's really all that I had to say. If you're watching this video, I thank you for watching until the end. But yeah, that's about it.